Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Justin.
Whoa.
Welcome to No Impulse
You
Control.
chill out.
My name is Justin.
I do not like this.
My name is Justin. My co-host Jasmine is not saying anything right now, but...
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to No Impulse Control. My name is Justin.
I'm Jasmine.
I did not like that. That threw me off bad. So Jasmine...
This is already starting off with a great episode.
Yeah. So Jasmine,
Justin,
how are you doing?
Dude, not great. Sorry, not great. I had an hour-long detour coming home today. You already know this, but the people need to know this, and I know some of my coworkers listen. Hey, but
shout out Jasmine's coworkers.
Hello. As I was on my way home today, I pulled up to this little traffic light and I was like, that's so weird. This is so early for traffic. And then all of a sudden I saw black smoke in the sky, which is not a good... Stop dancing like that. Why are you dancing? This is a horribly tragic story about a barn being on fire. I'm so sorry. So anyway, there was a barn on fire. Long story short. And I got rerouted onto one road, and I drove 6 miles down the road, no cell service, and then my Google Maps died and stopped functioning. So then I had to take a loop around this housing area, but people were outside, and it was very kind of style. No, people were out on their porch. You know what
overalls.
I mean?
I got you. Yeah, I understand.
No overalls. Boxers, though.
Yeah. So
guys...
not more of a No, it was full when I think I think of
overalls. Oh, so you're stereotyping.
No, I'm thinking big not. You're the one that said it first. What do you mean?
I'm generalizing.
I'm stereotyping? What's the first thing you thought of people in their underwear out on the porch and
No. Not people in their underwear, because that's fine. People in their underwear can live. Specific people standing in their underwear who looked like they were going to shoot me if I stopped for too long.
That's not that's da-dun, da-dun, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Friend.
Well, that's danger. That's danger.
No.
I'm going to die on this hill. That is danger.
So anyway, regardless of this loud conversation, that's so rude. What was that about Quingy earlier?
Regardless.
How do you spell bogus, Justin?
B-O-G-U-S. Boom.
You only know that because you looked it up.
No, I didn't. I've been here.
You used your resource. You used your thing. You watched me spell it earlier. Anyway, no, I got rerouted. And when I got rerouted, I'm so sorry. When I got rerouted, it took me 6 miles out into the boonies, which were nice boonies, but the boonies regardless. And then I pulled back onto what I thought was the main road, but it was a private driveway that said, no trespassing. Trespassers will be persecuted to the fullest extent of my version of the law. Didn't like that sign, by the way.
That means
trespassers
you're gonna get shot.
Yeah, trespassers will be shot if they remain on the property. And I was like, so I backed my happy ass out of there, and then I got back on a different road, finally got rerouted. Connor called, which totally I was happy he called, but it totally disrupted my my GPS. So I was trying to get back to that while he was calling. Finally get on the main road. I see no traffic. I'm so excited. So I turn right. That's the direction of the fire. This is important. There is no traffic. There are no policemen directing. That's because they closed the road 2 miles back the other direction. I was driving on a closed road. Straight to the 10 fire trucks that were spraying the active fire. And I pulled up and I was I don't know, 150 feet from them. And I went, huh. So I tried to move. I was trying to turn around, but I moved left-ish in the drive. Or road. That's not called the drive. It's called the road. The drive pavement. It's the Google. And the fireman that was there directing people who happened to stumble upon him was unhappy that I did this action, and he directed me to leave. For those of you who aren't watching, that's everybody, sorry. We're not video formatted yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. So anyway, growth mindset. I got redirected, and then I got on a different road, and then I got stuck in standstill traffic for like 40 minutes.
Sounds like a good time.
It was a great day. I got so much done, and then that. And I don't know if the fire is still going or not, but I can check on that. So, anyway.
Well, and I am good.
Oh, yeah, how are you? Sorry.
No, I answered that. We're moving on now.
How you doing? How was your day?
It was fine. It was a day. It was a normal
Where are we
day.
moving on? Where are we moving on? What happened to you?
Nothing.
What happened to you?
Literally nothing. Like,
I don't
we
believe
did
you.
tests today. We did volleyball today, and yeah, that's about it. So, anyways, the topic that we're going to talk about today is, you know what?
The United States tax system.
Oh my goodness! Whoa, chill out. Just a little side thing. I know, like, a lot of you guys are probably like, these two are weirdos, which is fine. I get it. I understand. But when I do like my jokes, and Jasmine laughs at me, I think that I am the most funny person in the world. I just want to point that out. Yeah. So keep that in mind, because
Aww.
sometimes what I do isn't funny, and she still laughs at me, so it works. So anyways,
everything.
She's my hype person. Anyways, we're gonna talk about St. Patrick's Day.
I meant to say yee, but I didn't feel like I wasn't part of that community, so I didn't feel like I could. So I couldn't be part of the yee group. So I said woo woo instead.
Quingy.
So St. Patrick's Day, you as our resident Irishman.
Yes.
Justin, I have some questions for you. And you're going to tell me whether or not they're true or false. And you must know all these answers as a true Irishman.
Well, not just a true Irishman. I'm a Davis, so I know everything, even when people say
you
I'm
know
wrong.
Nothing. Correct.
Whoa! Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it.
I'm in a mood today. I apologize. All right, so I have my handy dandy little fact checker here.
Nerd.
That's Google. We don't have to play this game.
All right, teacher Jasmine, calm down.
We could do a worksheet.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have worksheets in my backpack.
We'll do math. You're going to drive this long distance to give me a worksheet?
No, we're going to do them. We were going to do them remote. And
Gross.
You're going to work on your spelling.
No, I'm not.
You're going to do encoding.
No, you're not.
Decoding and encoding. Let's go right now.
No, I'm not.
Spell bogus 100 times.
No.
All right.
I almost did spell
so for the people, yeah, I noticed. So for the people, what we're doing is a game. We haven't done this yet, so this could be fun or it could be horrible. Hoping for fun.
Yeah, horrible.
But basically, I'm gonna read a bunch of facts about St. Patrick's Day, and Justin is gonna tell me whether it's false, true, or fact. Nope, those are the same things. True or false. He's gonna tell me whether it's true or false. Yeah, well, it's called Fact and Fiction on the website, but yeah. And we're going to talk about it, and some of them are a little funnier than others. Some of them are just sad, but...
And some of them, most of them, I probably don't know.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Sure.
So we already did this one. This was a test one that I did with him. Justin, true or false, was St. Patrick Irish?
False.
My gosh, yay! Yes, correct, it's false.
Whoop, whoop.
St. Patrick was born... woo woo! He was born in England. At age 16, he was kidnapped and sold as a slave in Ireland. How fun! He escaped and returned to his homeland, where he became a priest and adopted the name Patrick. Then he returned to Ireland to convert his former captors to Christianity. Isn't that fun?
He turned right around. He was like, not today, Satan, and took him.
Yeah, he did what a lot of white people do.
Ooh. Went into slavery?
Nope, tried to convert people to things they didn't need to be converted to.
Anyways, next question.
These three are the same question.
I'm going to say they're false.
Well, so that's the problem. Is they're not all false. Huh. All right, well... okay. St. Patrick's Day was invented in America. True or false?
Okay, true.
You would be incorrect if you said true.
I said false the first time.
Well, you'd also be incorrect if you said false. It depends. St. Patrick's Day has been observed in Ireland as a Catholic feast day, at least since the early 1600s. The first St. Patrick's Day parade in the U.S. happened in 1762 when soldiers marched through New York to celebrate their Irish ancestry. The city of Chicago began dyeing the Chicago River green in 1962. Speaking of which, I get it, but why?
I also just think it's funny that they have to act. Like, I get it, a lot of Irish heritage went there, but...
To Chicago?
But Boston...
Yeah, famously very Irish.
So, anyways, I mean, technically even, like, up into Maine, but also,
Doesn't dyeing the river green do something to the ecosystem?
So it used to, but as of recent, and I did read something about this, as of recent, it actually is, like an eco-friendly dye, so it doesn't hurt any of the ecosystem in there.
They're using ground up spinach.
They might be. I don't know what it is, but they might be.
We should look into that. I mean, not like we're gonna dye anything. What are you drinking?
Fun drink. It's not alcoholic, though.
Oh, I was like, whoa. What do they dye the Chicago River with? Vegetable-based powder dyes. What?
Pretty dang close. It feeds the fishies.
That first year, the Chicago Journeyman Plumbers Union
used poop.
The plumbers, really? Nope. Oh. They dumped 100 pounds of dye into the river, turning it green for a solid week. Nowadays, the union uses 40 pounds of vegetable-based powder dyes that are more environmentally friendly and turn the river green just for a few days. But also, like, I don't know. If I were a fish, I don't know how many fish live in the Chicago River.
You'd say, look at that fish.
You'd say, look at that fish. I forgot about that song. Thank you. But if I were a fish living in the Chicago River, I don't know that I would enjoy my home suddenly being green.
Well, I bet it's like, when they buy their homes, I bet it's like a little like notice that they get.
When they buy their homes?
When they go in there.
What do you think the fish housing market is like these days? I bet
the fish housing market sucks. Because you're either in the ocean, where all the big fish are, or you're in a crappy little like pond or like a lake where there's not really, you can't go anywhere, or you're in a river and humans are all over that place. So like,
well, mundane and green apparently.
I wouldn't.
Well, the other thing with the fish, the Fausch market, the fish housing market.
Got it.
Fausch.
Got it.
Not Fauci. Fish house. Fausch. Anyway, no, but the fish housing market, I feel like you only are alive for so long, and you'd want a house not near where people are like fishing actively. But I feel like the cheapest houses are probably in the highly fished 100%. Districts. But you wouldn't want to go to like Alaska where the bears are catching you. Or,
that'd be kind of a sad day.
Any other states.
Like, you're just a fish swimming upstream, and then all of a sudden, bam, bear got you.
A bear.
A bear.
But can you imagine? But can you imagine being the one fish that jumps majestically over the bear?
Or
that the National Geographic always takes a picture of for some reason?
Or
they're always there.
That one fish that somehow jumps through the mouth of a bear.
Of course.
You're like swimming along,
and the bear goes, "What?"
And you look out of your side eyes, and you see like the uvula of a bear, and you're like, "Oh no!"
Do bears have uvulas?
I don't know, but
do bears have bladders? Yeah.
Who's asking that question?
Oh, apes don't have uvulas. It seems humans are the only animals with actual uvulas. Scientist Yehuda Finkelstein of Tel Aviv. I'm not joking with you.
No, it's not.
It's probably not how you spell it. Yehuda Finkelstein of Tel Aviv University found that some baboons have underdeveloped uvulus, but no findings for other animals.
That's weird. It's a little sad.
How come we get them?
Why do we have to have them? Like, I get it, choking, but like...
What is the Oh, yeah, I was like, what is the purpose of a uvula?
But at the same time...
Little punching bag.
Yeah, like...
Back. I feel like, why did we evolve with that? Do you think our fish, when...
What?
This got weird. I don't know
I do know where you were going with that.
Well, I do know, but it didn't make sense once it hit once it came to here before it went out.
Kind of.
Yeah, it did its job for the first time. Yeah. Do you think the fish... Never mind. No, it's weird. We only have uvulas. Next question. What is... I don't want to ask that question. All right. What is the origin story behind the celebration of St. Patrick's Day?
That's not a true or false at all.
Yep. It's true or false.
True.
There are 4 answers that you get to choose from. So do you want the options?
Sure.
It's the day St. Patrick arrived in Ireland to bring Christianity to its people. It's the day St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland. It's the death of St. Patrick, or all of the above.
Well, it's definitely not all of the above, so let's go with A.
It's all of the above.
No, it's not.
The origin story behind the celebration of St. Patrick's Day on March 17th, the story goes that after Patrick escaped his kidnappers, God told him to leave Ireland. This is getting to be a very religious episode.
I mean,
I didn't realize St. Patrick's Day was so religious, by the way.
It's a religious backing holiday.
You were a college student in America. You know that most people do not celebrate that way.
Well, here's why, though. Here's why, because I was going to bring this up. This is perfect timing. St. Patrick's Day for like the Irish culture is really like a religious backing. It's got a real meaning behind it. In the U.S., unless you have any like religious backing to it, like connection to it, yeah,
Catholic usually, yes.
It really doesn't matter other than the fact that we had a free day of drinking and green stuff.
Corned beef as well.
Yes, you're correct.
Thank you.
But it has been...
2 of my kids just told me that's one of their favorite meals. So I was like, whoa, you're a little too young for corned beef.
But it's been monetized, just like most holidays. But this one is like super monetized to drinking and partying and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's the American way, my guy.
It's no longer the dream to get a home and a life and all that. It's to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
No, it's to drink on St. Patrick's Day. It's to have St. Patrick's Day on a Saturday.
Anyways.
Oh, which character, a fairy in Irish folklore, is associated with St. Patrick's Day? A pixie, a gremlin, a sprite, or a leprechaun?
Oh, it's definitely a leprechaun.
Woohoo! Correct! Yay! You have now been promoted.
You are one of my elite employees.
You are now my elite employees. The name leprechaun comes from an 8th century word for a water spirit. It translates roughly to little body.
Oh, I keep getting called that at school. I don't like it.
It's like you.
All right, rude.
Leprechaun or little body?
Leprechaun.
What do you get called? Leprechaun or little body?
I mean, I don't get called leprechaun, but they know what they're saying. They're getting to that point.
I'm really sorry. Did you think they know the real meaning?
Absolutely not. But they go back and forth between bald, old.
Do they just call you bald with
sometimes.
no other thing?
I mean, not really, but like sometimes I have a group of kids that'll walk up and try to touch my head, especially after I shave it. I'm like, no.
Like
they'll just
Buddha head?
walk up and like hand out, and I'm like, you touch me and I have to hit you. Like that's just how it goes. Like I will drop you. Like,
do you think if we touch it gives us good fortune? I will
legitimately drop you. Like, I have become a really self-conscious person that is bald. Like,
this is the wrong hair.
What do you mean? It's not a choice. I'm bald.
You could get a toupee.
As a teacher of a high school.
You could use hair. Well, they would probably know. You could get a wig. Do you wear wigs?
Anyways, it goes from bald to old. Which, mind you, I'm not old, but, whatever. I'm not old. I'm still the baby of the staff. Like, I legitimately have nobody younger than me. I am the young one. It is kind of fun. It kind of sucks sometimes, too, because then I'm like, y'all have been here for my whole life? Y'all know so much more than me? Like,
there's a couple of people who I'm like, I am younger than that. Like, you've been here longer than I've been a person. That's
the majority
terrifying.
of my coworkers have had teaching jobs for at least 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm 25. I was 5 when they started teaching. It's kind of upsetting.
Yeah. Back when you wanted to be... What did you want to be at 5 years old?
I remember. So many things.
You can find that episode, though, where we talked about that on our YouTube.
And on Spotify.
And on Spotify when Jasmine posts correctly.
Has it been posted yet?
I'm so sorry about that.
Okay, I was going to say,
it has. Don't worry.
We're going to have an issue.
The fear in your eyes of, has that been posted yet?
And so between bald and old and then short.
Yeah.
Or leprechaun or little or that kind of stuff. And I'm like, you don't understand how much rage I have inside. I
got called Home Slice the other day. Home Slice. And I was like, I kind of vibe with it. I'm going to be honest with you. It's better than being called Leprechaun.
They don't specifically call me Leprechaun, but I'm sure. Actually, they did before. I wore a shirt. I started yelling, so that's why I had to take a breath. I wore a shirt that says, I'm not yelling, I'm Irish, and it's got an Irish flag on it. Because a lot of Irish people yell because we're loud and sometimes obnoxious. Who knows?
Let's talk about cringy.
Look, you just did the thing. Yeah, exactly. So anyways.
Get a load of this guy. You wear a shirt.
I'm going to cry.
My apologies.
I'm going to cry. This is your fault. I'm going to cry.
Do it. Cry. Bet you won't.
Hear this?
Show emotional vulnerability.
Emotional abuse that I keep getting from my best friend.
Show emotional vulnerability.
My best friend to do this.
I hate that you only call me your best friend when you are bullying me. I hate that I don't get that title until I'm being bullied.
Too. Yes,
not
you
out
do.
loud.
Don't even. You know what one of my kids said today? I actually, on my Jeopardy, because we played Jeopardy with my middle schoolers, one of the questions was, what's my wife's name? And they said Jasmine. I was like, nope, not Jasmine. But they watch YouTube, so they hear you and they hear your name, so they thought it was that. And then I just said, nope, not Jasmine. And he goes, oh, that's right, she's your best friend. And I was like, correct. So you do. All right, wow.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, chill out.
Excuse me. Oh my god.
You having a moment over there?
Yes, I am. It's a very emotional moment.
So what's the next question?
Yeah. Just for the group to know here, I've had Justin in my phone as bestest friend ever for like 5 years now, because one time when he was working, before he would admit that we were friends for a little while, I was a little creepy of a friend.
Really?
But,
a little? A little?
No, we're moving on.
You want to tell them, or am I going to have to tell you?
But I texted him. We're going to talk about it in the cringe episode, okay?
Keep your eyes out for that
anyway,
cringe episode coming up.
I texted him, and he wanted food, and I said I was going to McDonald's, and I brought him food, and he said, and I quote, you're the bestest friend ever. And I went, oh, and I screenshotted it, because I ain't throwing that away. I don't want that to accidentally be deleted. And that's what I changed his contact to. My contact for a while was Jasmine Corkins. No nickname, no emojis.
Well,
no
she's
fun,
upgraded
just
now.
Jasmine Corkins.
Jasmine.
What am I upgraded to? Put an emoji next to it or something.
Let's check Snapchat. What are you on Snapchat?
Probably Jasmine.
Not true.
If I had to guess.
Not true.
You didn't even change my...
No,
is it Jasmine with a crown?
Jasmine, parenthesis, bestest room person.
Oh, that's because I changed my name on his Snapchat because I was tired of me being the only person with a nickname for somebody.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
What color was originally associated with St. Patrick's Day? Blue, green, orange, or brown? You were incorrect. It's blue.
Why was it blue?
Why was it blue? Sky blue used to be known as St. Patrick's blue.
I'll be honest. I don't like that. Green is so much better.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was an Americanized thing or what, but...
I don't know. It's kind of funky, though. All right. All the rest of the questions are very hyper-religious, and I just sort of wanted to kind of stay away from that.
Oh my goodness.
All right. True or false? Corned beef is a classic St. Patrick's Day dish. No.
I'm upset. Is it potatoes?
On St. Patrick's Day, countless merrymakers in the US, Canada, and elsewhere savor copious plates of corned beef and cabbage. In Ireland, however, a type of bacon similar to ham is the customary protein on the holiday table. In the late 19th century, Irish immigrants in New York's Lower East Side supposedly substituted corned beef, which they bought from their Jewish neighbors, in order to save money. That's not to say salt-cured beef isn't a traditional Irish dish. Pork, however, has historically been more widely available on the Emerald Isle.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Question. Do you like... Yeah.
Corned beef? I used to. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, I used to really like corned beef, but now it's too salty. Do you like? I'm
trying to remember the last time I had it.
Yeah, that's fair. As an adult, right. I don't want to pay for it.
I think it might have been with Grampy Bill. I think that was the last time I had corned beef. Chill.
No, we had it more often than a kid.
There you go.
Nope. More often as a kid than I feel like I've ever seen any adult eat corned beef. I feel like also the price of corned beef has gone up exponentially since
we've grown up, yes.
Since yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? It's when the money goes inflation. Oh my god. It's when the money goes up. Yeah. I want to like corned beef. I also don't want to cook it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it just feels like a hassle.
All right, one more question and then I have a question for you. Oh, perfect.
I'm out of questions,
what is
so
your St. Patrick's Day usual? Like what's the day look like for you?
I don't really.
It's kind of rude.
I mean, so when I was a kid, we would get dressed up in green, obviously, because you don't want to get pinched, because that was the thing.
Okay.
Nope, I don't. Anyway, but like, or do you? No, we would dress up in green, and then we'd come home, and Mom would have like corned beef and cabbage, and we'd watch Disney Channel, and Luck of the Irish would come on. High school, I usually worked, so I was working at McDonald's for the last 2 years of high school, so Shamrock Shakes. As an adult, I wasn't ever old enough to go to the bars in college, because I turned 21 during the pandemic, so You never Americanized. Went out to the bars. Yeah, and I was also too nervous to go underage, which is probably for the best. Like obviously it is what it is, but I was always nervous that the police were going to break in at that moment that I went underage. Fair. So I just avoided it. I went once to the Roost for wing night for the 46 or whatever cent wings.
They had good wings. I don't know about best, but they had good wings.
For a broke college kid who was only paying 40-some cents a wing, they were the best wings. Yeah, because chicken wings are more expensive than one would think.
Like, really?
But yeah, tried to buy chicken wings, by the way, to like make my own here, and I was like, I'll save money.
You're not.
Who's saving money? No, because you can't get, by the way, you can't get the flats. You have to get the party pack or drumsticks. I don't like drumsticks. I like the flats. And they're so expensive. And you have to trim the fat off of all of them. Because a little fat's fine, but like they come with blubber pack. Anyway, I really celebrate. One time in North Carolina with Connor and his friends during the pandemic, I went down. Actually, 4 years ago on tomorrow. 4 years ago tomorrow was when the world shut down, by the way. 4 years ago tomorrow is when UMF was like, have fun, enjoy. And I was on an airplane when I got the text from you that we were not having classes anymore. And I was like, all my stuff is there. What do you mean? What do you mean we're not having classes?
And I sent home
so anyway,
from school.
That's a...
I was student teaching.
Oh yeah, you were student teaching, weren't you?
They hired, this was a little surprising to me. My school hired me on with less than 8 weeks of teaching previously.
I know that feeling.
It's a little shocking. It'd be like that.
COVID, man.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah,
sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
I was just gonna sorry.
My bad. Sorry. Excuse me.
Sorry. No. Anyway, no, I was just gonna say the one time I was down with Connor and his friends. Actually, twice I went. Once was for a frat party. It was so loud and so sticky. It was like a toddler. Like, you know how toddlers are loud and sticky? That's what a frat party is.
I was going to say...
Sticky. You lived at Frisbee House. You know that. You know that.
I say that... I was going to say, I need to fix that real quick.
Boy.
I lived at a frat house.
It makes it sound like you were...
That wasn't a frat house.
Frat, because you did that frat houses.
It was just a place that a lot of parties seemed to end up because a couple of people
really liked
the house and they wanted to party in it. So yeah,
it was a frat house. It's a weird shape to
really
party
separated.
in. It's not conducive to partying.
It had like the middle room and then my room off of it and the bathroom off of the other side.
Your room,
which terrible. If I had any of the other rooms, it would have been better. And then he had like living room. It was just weird.
Yeah, it was strange. But anyway,
yeah,
and then 2 bedrooms off the living room, which was bizarre. But anyway. But yeah, so the one that I went down, I have a video. I'll show you later. I think I may have sent it to you. It's us all drinking and they're dancing in a circle in their apartment. That does
sound like a cult.
That sounds like a cult, but they're like doing
I remember
like
this,
a very
actually.
Irishy type of jig to, yeah, cause I sent the video and you were like,
like,
what? Why? When you coming home, by the way?
Yeah, we were.
So I think we were living together at that point. Yeah. So anyway, what is your tradition? That was my long-winded thing. I apologize.
I mean,
10 minutes
5
of
at
me.
the start, 5 at the end. Yeah, basically.
Take the steak and drive it through my heart. Why don't you? Jeez.
My tradition, basically, the wear green. I don't do anything special. You would think that being the good Irish man that I am, I would do something special, but no, just wear green. No, I don't dance on a normal day.
Do you put on your?
You know what would be a
Do you
really
put on
funny
your buckle
idea?
shoes?
I don't know if I dressed up.
If you dress up as a leprechaun for school. Better yet, do it at some random point in the week. That's like a Tuesday or Wednesday.
Like the whole thing. That's more Scottish. You're right.
Well,
that's
right. More Scottish. But
I have to dye my beard a little more orange. It's pretty orange right now. Holy cow! My kids don't
orange.
think I have orange in my beard, and I'm like, just look at it. We're not bleaching it again.
We can bleach it again.
Jasmine, where can they find you? I'm not going into this topic.
They can find me at Asminsta on all socials. They can also find the new podcast TikTok with one solid TikTok that was not recorded very well. Please go follow. We're so desperate for likes. At No Impulse Control. We are very desperate for likes. Let's be honest with the folks. But you can find us at No Impulse Control on TikTok. Justin,
TSK1239 at most socials and on YouTube and Twitch. You can also find me at the Soccer King 1239 on I think it's actually on Twitch. And then there's probably another one that YouTube is TSK.
And YouTube.
Yeah, it is. I switched it. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, TSK1239 or the Soccer King 1239. That's where you can find me. Go follow, go like, go share. If you share this for us, we'll give you another podcast episode next Sunday. We will.
What? We will? I didn't know about this.
On this one, Jasmine. Okay. So that means that y'all have to share this.
I'll give in.
Okay? That's the deal.
I might post one even if you don't share it. Just to spite Justin.
Kind of rude, but hey, share it, spend it out, do what you think you need to do. Anyways, so yeah, you can find me at tsk1239.com. There is a website if you wanted to look that up too, but there is some merch.
There's some merch if you want to look at that from Justin streaming back when he used to be a streamer. Before he got busy.
Anyways.
I don't know, you get like 150 views on that video, so everyone knows.
Anyways, we'll see you in the next one, whether you share it or not, apparently. But I still think you should share it. And with that, peace out.
Bye!